Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220, KHTS. I'm your host, Fred Arnold, on the Southern California Business Spotlight. I'm joined by Preston Dominguez. Preston Dominguez, mortgage professional at American Family Funding, and very thorough, very professional, and wants you to win when it comes to buying a house.
Absolutely.
And getting pre-approved for a home loan. So, Preston, home buying process. Those that are watching this for the first time, either online and or listening, what do they need to do? What's the first thing you do when you meet with the borrower?
The first thing I do when I meet with a borrower is just find out what their goal is. Are they looking to buy now, a couple months down the road, a year down the road? What are they looking to find price-wise? What do they have down payment? Just what their goals are. Because if I don't know what they're looking to do, I don't know how I can best help them.
So let me ask you, when's the best time to come see you if they're buying a house in a month? Today.
Yeah, exactly. Yesterday.
What's the best time to come when they're buying a house in 2 months?
Today.
What about 3 months?
Today.
What about in a year?
Today.
And the reason why, right, is because we can find challenges that might come up in a year.
Absolutely. So if you know you're going to want to buy a house in a year from now and you wait, 11 months to come talk to me.
Or even 6.
6 months, whatever it is, and we decide, and we see that your credit's a little bit low, we got to work on getting your credit up, we got to work on helping you save more down payment, your time frame is not going to be as good. We can find what those problems are now. When you're ready to buy, you're ready to buy.
Love it. First thing you do is after the consult, you run
the credit.
Yep.
So I always suggest people to come and just get a pre-approval and get their credit run early, because if their credit's a little low or they have some things that we need to get off, it's better to know early. So
didn't we have a client that recently came in?
Yeah.
And we were able to show them how to increase the score.
Exactly.
And what was the simple what?
So we run their credit, and we have a what-if scenario. So if their credit's low, we can run it and see if we do this is what's going to happen to their credit. So we just pay off a couple credit cards or get a couple derogatory things off there, like medical bills that are collections. A lot of people don't know those are on there. We can get those off. Super easy process, and it moves their credit score.
One thing I'll say, Preston, is there's doctors that come to us. There's firemen. There's teachers. They're so good at what they do. Mm-hmm. But the system is not set up for them to win unless they have the knowledge on buying a house.
Exactly.
So number 2, down payment.
Yes. So saving up for down payment is huge. You don't always need it. So if you do VA, if you do USDA, you can go no down payment. But usually if you're a first-time home buyer, you do FHA or conventional, you can do 3 or 3.5%, and that'll come with some mortgage insurance. But that's kind of what you're looking at for a down payment.
That's fantastic. And again, that's one of the biggest obstacles
Absolutely.
of buying a house.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about getting pre-approved. That process, because that's what we do, and that's what you do at American Family Funding.
Yeah. So pre-approved versus pre-qualified. A lot of people, they just want to go get pre-qualified with other lenders, where the lender will just look at it and be like, yeah, you're pre-qualified, but they're not really getting completely underwritten, and there's a lot of loan contingencies. So when you go to underwriting, you'll still have those hiccups. So what we do is we actually do a process called a pre-approval, and we get your file or our client's file completely underwritten by our underwriter, and all the loan contingencies are off. So when you make your offer, it's a lot more solid, and the sellers are confident with your offer because you've been completely underwritten. And once you make the offer, it actually makes the process a lot faster, so we don't have to go through all the other stuff because we've already done it.
Yeah, that's really, really important. And then continue to follow up after the pre-approval, right?
Absolutely.
To work with a real estate
you find
professional.
a house.
Why is working? And I know you grew up in a home where your father still is a realtor. Why is using a realtor so important?
They know the market. So you can go on there, look at Zillow, look at Redfin, whatever you want to do to find some houses. But the real estate agents, they're on the MLS. They can find these houses before they're on Zillow, before they're on Redfin, and they can get you the house you want for the best price for you. They're not gonna. They're watching out for you.
You know, in the time you've been in the business, short time you've been in the business, and I'll say short time, but let me tell you what, there's an advantage to going to someone like Preston, because he's not distracted by being a super producer that's got a lot of loans going on. He's going to focus on your loan, and you got a team set up. Well, tell me about your team.
So my team is great. Biggest part of my team would probably be Nicole and you.
Your assistant.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I'm kind of my assistant.
He's got his own assistant.
I guess you call her that. She is wonderful. She helps me with everything. She knows everything about every loan, every question I have. She has an answer for me. If not, she can tell me where to find the answer. So, I always go to you or Nicole, and there's always an answer or always a solution.
Yeah, always a solution.
Very valuable.
Yeah. So, Preston Dominguez, how do those that want to reach out to you?
can reach out to me via my cell, 661-645-7875, or the office, 661-505-4323.
Or Preston at
AFFloans.com.
And he might look familiar. Cute kid. Used to be a star basketball player at Hart High.
Yeah, right down the street.
Yeah,
Love playing basketball.
He knows about teamwork. He knows about serving others.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, I hope you enjoy this edition of the Southern California Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Fred Arnold, on AM 1220 KHTS.